So, welcome back to the review section. Now, as we mentioned before, sometimes some zoos aren't, I guess, very ethically right. There have been mistreatment of animals, and sometimes locking animals up in a cage is quite terrible. However, the Moscow Zoo was very well known for replenishing the population of endangered animals. So hopefully they also treated their animals very well.
Replenish.
Replenish. However, it does still raise some issues about people just going to the zoo and gawking over their favorite animal. It does seem a bit cruel, and being put in that situation, it can make the animals very uncomfortable and agitated.
Gawk.
Gawk. However, I do know that even animals who were raised in zoos, they won't do very well in the wild, because that's exactly where they were raised, is in this very secure environment.
Yeah, so of course everybody would love to see these animals be set free. Unfortunately, that just can't happen. As Walter said, a lot of these animals are born in captivity. Captivity.
Captivity.
So releasing them into the wild would mean that they would basically die, they wouldn't survive. And a lot of these animals simply don't have a natural habitat to go back to. So I mean, talk about alligators. Alligators simply aren't the most communicative of animals. So we don't know what's good or like bad for them, but I know that Saturn enjoy getting some back rubs in the zoo.
So how important do you think zoos are for people and animals?
So I feel like in the past it was purely for people's entertainment. However, over time, the importance of caring for endangered animals has like risen so much. So to be honest, as long as they're really helping the animals that I want to say rescue instead of capture, I'm in full support of them. However, I do know a lot of controversies have gone on in the past. There was a big documentary about SeaWorld in America, actually. That was a good one. But yeah, I don't mind them as long as they're helping rescue animals and taking care of them. I mean, what do you think about it?
I would have to agree with you. As long as there's a good intention in the zoo, it's not just for entertainment purposes. Like, I guess traveling zoos would be considered more entertaining purposes.
Right.
Like, did you watch Tiger King?
Oh, I heard all about it. I know all the memes.
Yeah. So Tiger King was one of those documentaries that was following crazy people who were basically using tigers as a form of entertainment rather than, they said it was for a breeding program, but it was very clear that they were doing it just for the money. So these sort of zoos, I believe, should be shut down.
Right. And
zoos that have possibly government funding, this would be a lot easier to control. But yes, it just depends on the zoo itself. I'm hoping that most zoos will be in this business to help out animals. Now, why do you think people cherish certain animals to others?
So I feel as though we're going to cherish the animals that we can coexist with. It's harder to cherish an alligator over your cute puppy, I guess, because a lot of animals over time have been kind of bred to keep humans like company, such as dogs and cats as well. So we're a lot more likely to cherish these kind of animals rather than the more wild ones or the animals that can eventually hurt us, I guess. I mean, what do you think about it?
I think that, I think most people cherish animals that kind of can somewhat communicate with humans in a weird way. So like dogs and cats, they have this weird connection with humans that other animals, some animals do, but most animals don't. And that's why we cherish them. Like, they become part of our family. They become an extension of the family. And that's why we cherish them so much. Most people loves dogs and cats, but yeah, like you said, having an alligator in the house would be for certain people, but not for everyone, I think. Anyway, that wraps it up for our review section, and we'll see you on the next unit.